Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Fatmata here from Traditionally Inspired Meaningful Art. I have missed you all tremendously and I'm really excited to get back. This is going to be a quick haul video. I recently went to G Street Fabric this past weekend. I should have been at Home Goods. I made a little detour, wanted to poke my head in. I have not purchased fabric like legitimately and yeah, since the start of the new year really. I've been busy with other things. It's fine. But I did pop my head in there and I had the most delightful encounter. There were these amazing women that I met while I was there who were just like, you know when you meet your sewing sisters? I just loved the banter that happened on this particular visit. It was great. Lots of laughing going on. But I did find some things that I brought home, so I wanted to share them with you while we were here. I'm not one of those people that while I'm not sewing, I'm really tempted to buy a ton of fabric. Not really. I was watching different haul videos and things and I didn't get that desire to really leap in. I'm really a in-person fabric shopping type of gal, and I can make myself not go to the places where I'll be tempted to buy fabric, and I find that I'm not as tempted by Joann fabric sales. G Street is the place that gets me with their $2.97 section. So when I go there, I'm liable to do some damage. So I wanted to start with this particular fabric, and it is this sort of textured knit fabric, so super stretchy. And on the back side you can kind of see there's definitely some elastic that creates this puckered effect throughout the fabric. So it's a really narrow black and white stripe. I like it, and I figured that I would make a nice sort of mock neck or just a crew neck sort of long sleeve shirt. That's what I'm gonna make out of this. I then picked up this lace. I don't have a lot of it. There wasn't a lot of it there, but I knew that I wanted to have it. Look at it. How gorgeous that is. Such beautiful quality. I love the detailing. And there you have the eyelash bit at the end there. I think it's gorgeous. So I picked this up. It's black, and I figure if I'm making a nice black top, I can use this as a yoke panel up here, and then whatever I can get to add to sleeves, that's what I would do with this fabric. So it would be something that I would layer on top of another black fabric. That's the body of it, use it as a yoke, and then possibly get some of this fabric onto the sleeve. So that's my plan with this, and I'm really excited that I found it. I wish that there was more because it's so gorgeous. I also picked up this sage green. I hope the color shows properly. I don't know how to see. Okay, like that. The sage green ribbing. And I just think it's so nice. It's super it's stretchy, believe me. But it's thick, it's nice. This would be great for summer tank tops and stuff like that. I don't necessarily make a lot of that, but it would be nice for that sort of thing. But I got it because a good ribbing is hard to come by. And I figured this color is beautiful enough that I could do with it in my stash. And I also think that I have a nice, a really light minty sort of green colored French terry that I was going to make my daughter some things out of. So I was hoping maybe I could use this as ribbing for that fabric if they are a close enough match. Then I picked up this mustard marigold colored cotton French terry. It's awesome. Here's the back side, so you see the little loop-de-loops. Can you see that texture? I hope. It's got a decent amount of stretch both ways, so 4-way stretch there. Now, if me and the Sirocco had become good friends, this could have been destined to be a Sirocco, but we're still in conversation. I'm not sure about that yet. But I am thinking a really nice, I don't know, a jogging set, a track set would be cool in this. I really don't have a ton of loungewear at all. Anytime that I need to just be lounging, I am at a loss. So I think some jogging bottoms for sure, and then I'll figure out what I want to do with the top. But this has quite a few sort of like cuts in it.
Yeah.
It's like not so a nice full solid piece. Like this was all cut into in some crazy ways. So I'm definitely gonna have to work around all of those bits, but I think I should at least be able to get like the pair of jogging bottoms if they're a bit more slim cut, and then figure out what the top situation might look like. But it feels like really great quality, like cotton French terry for $2.97. That's great. A yard, by the way, not like the whole thing. Moving right along, I got this rib knit fabric, this really baby rib here in the navy. Now what I'm thinking for this is to make just like maxi long rib knit dress that I can layer with things on top of it. And I don't have a navy one for whatever reason. And I've always been like, why don't you have a navy long maxi dress? So that's what this is going to be. And also I was hoping to be able to use it as ribbing if I wanted to make like a bomber jacket, because I have some fabric that's in navy that I really want some nice ribbing for. However, I do think that this would be way too light of a ribbing for that. Like it's very light, like much lighter than the minty green ribbing that I got. So we shall see, but there's enough here to play with, so I'm really excited for that. Then I got this. I hope it's gonna show up. It's like a jacquard satiny print. It has these floral detail on the fabric. So I thought that this was just lovely. Like it felt super silky and amazing. I think I have about 3 or 4 yards of this, maybe 3 yards of this. And I just thought it was beautiful, super silky. I think this could be great for lining, but it could also be like a nice quick slip dress. I keep talking about slip dresses. I haven't actually made one successfully yet, but I have a lot of fabrics earmarked for that if ever I get around to getting a really good match on a pattern. Speaking of slip dresses, I saw this sort of bone color. What do you call this color? Gorgeous. So beautiful. The satin fabric that just is so decadent. It is a really nice weight too. It's almost like a 3-ply. Now I'm just saying words. I don't know what that means. But it's a crepe back satin. And it's just the dreamiest color. This as a slip skirt I think would be incredible. So I really hope that I can stop being so scared and actually try and sew up a gorgeous slip skirt and find a pattern and a length that I love so I can use up some of my fabrics that have also been earmarked for slip skirts. I mean, I have 4 yards here. This could also be a slip dress, but you already know where I am with slip dresses. Haven't found the right one yet. Now I was all done and ready and had made my purchase, was walking out of the store when I ran into their drapery section. And I mean, it's draperies. I'm not really looking to make my own drapes just yet. So I often just bypass that section altogether. But there was a fabric that was laying like smack dab right on top. And I was like, excuse me? Come here. Let's discuss some things. So here it is. It is like these photo realistic florals on this black background. This foliage. It's just so gorgeous. I wanted to not like it. I really did. Like the amount of pink and green, the amount of ivies all over it. I was like, I don't know if this should be for me, you know? And if you know, you know. But I'm a big girl and I can wear what I want. And I really do think that the fabric just caught my eye. Like I love it so much. And I got it. So initially I went to the counter and there was about 6 yards of it. And the fabric was about $5.97 per yard. So their remnant drapery fabrics were $5.97, and they were having a sale on it in addition to 10% off. So I ended up getting it for $4.48 per yard. So initially I had them cut me a piece that was 4 yards, and then I purchased it. And then I looked in my phone because, as I mentioned, now I keep all of my patterns in Trello on my phone. So I opened up Trello and went, and I was looking at this gorgeous trench coat pattern, the McCall's pattern that I recently got. And when I went to go and see how many yards it needed, it actually needed a little over 4 yards. And the thought of having, so I went to my Trello and I pulled out this McCall's pattern, the trench coat that I had recently picked up, and I went to the back like I usually do to go and look and see what it calls for as far as fabrics. And when I noticed that it needed a bit over 4 yards, I thought to myself, like, this could be a really cool springtime trench coat, because I picked up that pattern and was completely intimidated by how many pieces it has. I'm still intimidated, but I think if I tell myself that I'm going to wait until all the way to next fall or winter, I don't know. I don't know if the inspiration will still be there then. But if, for example, I'm still inspired right now to make it, if I made it sort of like a springtime version in this and was able to add some really cool elements and details to it, I think it could look phenomenal as a trench coat. It's 100% cotton, and it's Waverly. This print is by Waverly, and I know their brand, so I was like, oh, I think this is really nice. I mean, the print itself is already really beautiful. It's like a really nice cotton twill. You can see like the twill weave in it, in person at least. So I was really excited about that. So then I ended up going back and got the remaining 2 yards. That's the type of day I was having. So that's what I did. So those are the fabrics that I picked up. A lot of silky things. So I hope that I'm ready for that. I definitely purchased my spray starch so that I can stiffen everything up a little bit before I start cutting into and sewing up those makes. And I really am hopeful that I'll get some slip skirts or dresses that I'm excited about and that fit really nicely, so that I can start using up some of these things that I keep bringing home. And I am just excited to like get back to sewing. I might ease myself in with some of the knit makes and just, you know, try and find some projects that I can do on my serger that will just ease me into making and get me excited about that all over again. But honestly, like, I have been craving the creativity of being in the sewing room and like making stuff, and it's been like 3 months without making well, 2 full months, but I'm all the way, like, we're into March now and I'm still here wanting to make stuff. So I needed the little kick in the pants of getting a few of these. So I'm really excited that I was able to pop in. Yeah, that's sort of where I am. I don't have anything else to add. Just wanted to say hello and welcome back to the channel. So I'm really excited to hopefully be bringing you some new content. I still plan on doing a Make 9. I still plan on making plans for spring sewing and goals for 2023 and setting my intentions and all of that. And I know that we are well within 2023, but listen, you can set an intention at any point in time. So I'm still going to share those, and I hope that you're excited to see it. Can't wait to talk to you soon. Stay creative, friends. Bye-bye.